What if I told you that the answer to the question we've all had for months, years even, has already been answered, and by Nintendo, nonetheless? What if I told you there was a leak that flew right under our noses that we didn't even realize was a leak until today? What if I told you that I now hold the answer to the question we've all been asking? And Masahiro Sakurai told us already, and no one acknowledged it. Ladies and gentlemen, I have used mathematics to properly deduce who is going to be in the Super Smash Bros. Fighter Pass, the last 2 remaining slots. I know who it's going to be. In order for you to understand how I got to my conclusions, you gotta see the methodology behind it. So, if you don't believe me, go ahead, leave your angry comment now, and come back after the video. See if your opinion changes. Grab your popcorn, grab your drinks. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the final 2 fighters of the Fighters Pass.
Colors weave into a spire of flame. Distant sparks call to a past still unnamed. Bear this torch against the cold of the night. Search your soul and reawaken the undying light.
In order to truly understand how I got these numbers, we need to go back to the beginning. The day was October 2nd, and about 24 hours after Nintendo had dropped this bomb on us. Is this Paper Mario?
It's
Minecraft! It's Minecraft, Steve!
Is it Minecraft?
It's Minecraft, Steve!
No way!
It's fucking Minecraft, Steve!
No fucking way! It's Minecraft!
Are you kidding me? As you can see, I, like everyone else, was completely in shock. I mean, this seemed like a completely out of left field pick, and as a diehard Sora for Smash fan, it was a mixture of exciting and disappointing. However, in my DLC fueled craze, I started to look at leaks, old leaks, new leaks, just looking for any bit of evidence that would suggest that my Keyblade wielding boy would make it into this game. That was when I stumbled across a leak from back in February of 2019 on Inverse.com. I'll have the article linked in the description, but the basic gist of it is this. An insider at Nintendo had alleged, almost a year and a half ago, that the Smash team was currently working on Joker, the hero from Dragon Quest, and Steve from Minecraft. At the time, this was probably laughed off, but if you look into what Sakurai said about Steve's development with them having to modify every single stage, it's very possible that the character could take this long to be released. What this told me was that it was very possible that Nintendo had already decided the characters for both Challenger Packs long before they announced the second one. With this theory bouncing around in my head, I wanted to get a good idea of who were the most wanted fighters from the OG Fighters ballots. And this led me to another article, this one from Source Gaming, dated to 2018, that covered a data mine from Smash 4's lifetime. This data mine showed that Bayo's character slot was added in Smash for Wii U's 1.0.6 patch, which came out only 2 weeks into the ballot's runnings. So if the ballot wasn't used for Smash 4, then what was it used for? I did a bit more digging and found a quote from an interview with Sakurai from August of 2018. During the interview about Smash Ultimate, Sakurai said, and I quote, "I referred to the Smash ballot when selecting characters for this time, and King K. Rool from the Donkey Kong series was one who received a ton of votes." Now this quote only made reference to King K. Rool, but I knew that if I could somehow just get a decent picture of the most wanted characters at the time, compare that to the list of current DLC, as well as characters added in this game, it would confirm my theory. However, Nintendo never released the results, so I took it upon myself to try and get a semi-accurate picture.
I may have inside information that someone is hiding drugs in this very office.
Just pretend like we're talking until the cops leave.
Back when the fighter ballot was announced, everyone and their mother was hosting different polls, fan-run online ballots, surveys, you name it. I knew if I could get the results of those, then I could paint a halfway decent picture of who would have been in the runnings on the official ballot for the highest spots. Of course, just looking at 1 or 2 would yield its own problems, given different sources have different user bases. Instead, I scoured the internet and compiled a list of 10 random polls. I gathered lists from both Smash 4 as well as Smash Ultimate and focused mainly on the top 10 characters of each, excluding veterans and characters who had already made it into the base roster. I then assigned point values to each placement, with a first place being worth 10 points and a last place being worth 1. Once I did that, I added up the scores together, took the top 11 and put them into a nice neat graph, which I can show you all now. But before that, I want to share an important warning with you all. While this video should be taken with a grain of salt, it still has the potential to contain major spoilers for who the last 2 slots are going to be. And that is why you clicked on the video, but really think about it. The most fun part about the DLC characters, outside of playing them, is the speculation, the hype of watching their reveal with your friends or on your favorite content creator's stream. If you want to preserve that fun, then maybe don't watch any further. Psych! Still here? Alright, so, the top 11 picks, in order are, drumroll please. Thank you. Dante from Devil May Cry, Wonder Red, Bandana D, Doom Guy, Shovel Knight, Steve, Crash Bandicoot, Banjo-Kazooie, Gino, Shantae, and Sora. However, 11 out of 2 does give me good odds of picking incorrectly, so I'm gonna attempt to narrow down the list of 4 characters who I think will make it. My number 1 pick, and ignoring my own personal bias, is Sora / Gino. And here's why I'm gonna do it as a slash. In my personal opinion, if we get one, we're only gonna get one. We're not gonna get Sora and Gino, we're gonna get Sora or Gino. And this is because even though Sora is a Disney character, the VP of Disney Japan did state in an interview with HMK that they would want to get Tetsuya Nomura's approval before letting Sora be used in other media, and given Tetsuya's place in Square Enix, it'd basically be getting 2 Square reps without actually having 2 Square reps, if we're not counting Cloud. So I'm gonna say if we get one, we don't get the other. I feel like Steve knocks out Shantae and Shovel Knight since he's an indie game rep, and Shantae and Shovel Knight aren't anywhere near as popular as Steve. To be honest, I think they'll make really good Mii costume picks. I'm gonna put Wonder Red in the Mii costume slot as well, for a similar popularity reason. There are just too many heavy hitters on that 11 list. My pick for number 2, my pick for the 2nd slot, is gonna be Doom Guy, and that's simply because if Sora gets in, it basically confirms the 4chan leak, which means that Doom Guy will be the final slot. However, if Sora doesn't get in, or if there's a Fighter Pass 3, where we're gonna put Doom Guy as a hype pick, I could absolutely see Bandana D making that last slot. As a first-party character, there's no real rights issues, he'd make a really safe pick, and with the COVID crisis going on, development on him would be really easy. They could simply reskin Kirby's model, develop a really straightforward and simple moveset, and there you go. I think Bandana D actually is a really solid pick. So there you have it. Now, I should probably mention the most recent leak saying that Sora will be announced at the Game Awards, but the images in that leak look completely fake. I mean, there's no final Smash shown, the moves look a lot like Shulk's, the animations, there's that blue beam in one of them that looks almost exactly like the Monado blade. I'm pretty sure it's just a mod, guys. But there could still be some validity to the claim, especially knowing what I and you know now. So I'm going to be streaming my full reaction on my Twitch, link is in the description, if you're interested in reacting with me and seeing me either go, yes, I got it right, or no, I didn't. Either way, it'll be a fun time, so feel free to come in and watch. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, leave a like. I make a new video every week, so subscribe for more. And comment who you think should be in Smash Ultimate to round out the Fighters Pass. There's always the chance that I'm completely off base. I'll leave my sources in the description below, so that way you guys can run your own tests, or just look at where I got my numbers from. I'll also leave a link to some screenshots of my data, so you guys can see it and see if you want to believe my methodology for yourselves. If you do believe me or you don't, doesn't matter. Because as always, I want you to have yourselves a good-ass day.